What's up, people? What up, party people? It's your boy Neek here, Me and the Movies. And we're here in downtown Riverside, California at the Barbara and Art Culver Center for the Arts, here to check out their Candyman exhibit. Let's go check it out. All right, well, here we go. Let's go check out the Candyman exhibit, Reflection Eternal. Little Talib Kweli and my man, I forget the DJ's name. Terrible. But a little throwback to them. Let's go check it out.
Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
Black Kirby, myself and Stacey Robinson, we were really interested in how horror can be deployed to talk about ideas around masculinity and things of that nature. We're both big horror fans. We also love the superhero stuff, of course. I mean, that's why we did the Luke Cage show first. Candyman has always had like this kind of special place in our heart. And he just kind of like Luke Cage becomes like this index for different types of ideas around how negative aspects are projected onto blackness in general, or to black bodies, you know, black men. And a lot of this idea is around like fear, you know, there's different types of fear of the unknown, or guilt and fear, or like desire and fear. It's like these different like intersecting ideas that are like really, really tied up with how race is constructed in America. I think it's really interesting that they took a character that comes from this Clive Barker short story, The Forbidden, and kind of remix it with an actual story that happened in Cabrini Greens in Chicago, and then presented it in this way, right? And Stacey and I were like, well, how does this particular black male horror icon speak to how race is being seen now, you know? And I think it's still a very relevant topic, unfortunately. So Stacey and I came up with this idea of the Illabus, an illustrated syllabus. Both of us are professors of art, or have been professors of art and design, and we're really into the idea of the museum or the gallery being a teaching space. So the idea is that instead of walking into an exhibition and having it tell you what it is, you know, directly, we give you prompts that could be taught. So we have like 10 different touch points. And with Candyman, for instance, one of the first things we use is this idea of the other. So we actually use Kanye West's musical catalog as a way to kind of get people to think about, you know, what he's saying, not only with the music, but also like how it relates directly to, you know, these ideas around Candyman. Some of the ideas that we talk about are like, you know, Candyman as dealing with the ideas around miscegenation, you know, which was basically like the fact that it was totally illegal for people from different races to marry or to have kids. This notion of like, well, why is that the case? You know, what are you afraid of when people start having kids in different races, you know, particularly white and black, right? Candyman is essentially murdered because he is in love with this beautiful white woman who's the daughter of this wealthy landowner, and he's a portrait painter. And we thought like, oh my God, he's an artist, and he falls in love with this woman, and it's forbidden, which is where I guess Clive Barker gets the title from. And you know, he's punished for basically one of the most human things that you can imagine, which is like falling in love with someone, right? And then of course his hand is cut, he's lynched essentially, and then murdered horrifically, and then his vengeful spirit comes back. So in some ways, Candyman becomes this kind of artifact or artifiction or like icon or touchstone for like how race kind of plays out in America, you know, because, you know, there was, God knows how many lynchings, you know, that were happening across the country, not just in the South. And then the other thing we're looking at is how horror can be used as a technology to talk about these issues really readily. And then also we start to get into later in the Illabus how we have this resurgence of horror being created by people of color, and how they're using it to, or how we're using it to talk about these issues too. So you go from like this idea of opposition to this, through this ideas around struggle, you know, and about like these really, really kind of surrealistic notions of ennui and unrest that are connected to, you know, racialized violence or narratives around race and assimilation that happens in the country. And then at the end of it, it's about like agency, you know. We welcome you to this nightmare, right? And it's like, and then we're like, oh, but now we actually are stronger and we have power to actually like control these narratives now. Everyone in America created these notions of race. Like we actually buy into them. And so it's through that complicity that creates these tensions, you know. And so I think Candyman becomes this really interesting way to talk about those tensions.
So here we are here at the Reflection Eternal exhibit by Black Kirby, which is a combination of two artists together. I'll give y'all all the details, you know. But yeah, so we're here in the exhibit, and they plan on having festivities on October 5th, I believe, which is Saturday, and hope to be back here talking to the artists and everything like that, and getting the full understanding of what inspired them to create such a wonderful exhibit from such a classic horror film. Crazy thing is, Jordan Peele and Monkey Paw Productions are currently filming the reboot of Candyman right now. Can't wait for that. Never wanted that character to die. You can't leave it in Donna D'Errico's hands. Come on, y'all. Ugh. Anyways, let's check out more of the artistry here, and let y'all go ahead and discover the film if you haven't before of this monster. Not really. Really, actually. But here we go. You know, don't dare say his name 5 times or I feel bad for you. Helen. Yeah, Helen decided to call that name, and she got her just desserts, I guess. And there you go, you got the map of Chicago and that hook for a hand that's demanding your attention. Yeah, so y'all checking out the Illabus right here and everything involved with the Candyman exhibit here at Reflection Eternal. And this is a very awesome exhibit. I suggest y'all come out to the UCR Arts and check it out for yourselves if you're here in the Inland Empire of California. So yeah, we'll catch y'all next time, next flick. We may even catch you with the Candyman screening. I am the writing on the wall, the whisper in the classroom. Without these things, I am nothing. Yeah, boy, we at the AMC Montclair 12 here to see that boy Daniel Robitaille and that reboot of Candyman. Don't say it 4 more times or it's your ass, boy. I hate when this happens. Brand new movie, we coming back to the theaters, and they don't got the damn poster. We know they got the poster at the AMC Ontario, but oh well. Yeah, we're gonna see Candyman. Here's my ticket. And I think they got my popcorn waiting for me, so I'm a little disappointed they don't got the poster and all that, but oh well. It's an Adobe Theater, so let's go check out the reboot of Candyman by director Nikki DaCosta, who's gonna direct The Marvels, which is AKA Captain Marvel 2. I'm just disappointed they don't got the damn poster, y'all. I'm stupid, I know. Anyways, here we are in Adobe Theater. It's 7 o'clock, we late. No, we not, we on time, let's get in there. And then here we go with this Candyman reboot. Let's see if this shit is even better than the sequel. I like the sequel. The Don D'Errico bullshit was bullshit, but you know, fucking artists and entertainment. No, I did not like it. I did not like that motherfucking Candyman bullshit. Reboot bullshit. Nope, didn't like it. Nope, nope. Nope, nope. Wasn't even better than the sequel. They waited to the very end to give my man Tony Todd a cameo. It was cool. They gave Virginia Madison a little shout out with the voice and everything. But the Candyman that they had killing all throughout the movie, and then Colin Domingo, whatever, as being the actual killer, it was just dumb. It was woke. It was bro-grit. This shit was whack, and they don't even got the fucking poster for me to talk about it right. This shit was whack, dude. I didn't like this Candyman. Nia DaCosta. You know what? It's crazy because what's similar is about 2 years ago, I went to the University of Riverside, and they had the dope Candyman exhibit. And in the movie, they pretty much had a Candyman exhibit with Yaya's character, Anthony, from the first movie, which was dope. I like the tie-in that he's the baby from the first movie. That was beautiful. And I loved Vanessa Williams' cameo as well as his mother. But you can have the ingredients to the recipe and still not cook a nice, satisfying meal. And that's what the fuck this Candyman reboot was. A not satisfying meal with all the elements you needed to satisfy. And so it was a dud. It was like a fucking a cake that you pull out the oven and it's go flat. You know what I mean? It was whatever. The reason why I'm so passionate about this is that I'm a horror fan, and the last movie that ever scared me in 1992 was Candyman. I was 16 years old, but I was still shaking in my boots in that theater like, oh shit. This reboot, it's whack. It's tiddlywinks. You know what I'm saying? As the director from the first film said in the director's commentary, he don't like horror for tiddlywinks, you know? So this was some tiddlywink shit. So it's your boy Neek, me in the movies. We just saw Candyman, the reboot, 2020, that should have came out in 2019, I think. What killed me about Candyman reboot was this one scene, I swear to God. It was like, why is this in the movie? It has no connection other than this girl was at this art show earlier in the movie. She was just randomly at this art show. It's almost like a reshoot. I swear to God, it was almost like, shut the fuck up, goddamn seatbelt shit. Hold up. All right. I might have to cut that out. I might not. But yo, this girl was at the fucking art show earlier in the movie and shit. Just this 16-year-old high school girl, just at an art show, and then somebody said, "Oh, we're going now." And I guess that's her mom or parent or whatever. Never see her ever again in the movie. Right towards like almost beginning of the third act, the girl shows up in high school. She's like in high school. The shit you see from the trailer. And her and her friends do the shit from the trailer. They call Candyman's name in the mirror. And actually, the movie made an error. The girl looked in the mirror and said, "Have you guys heard of Candyman?" So that was one. And then with her friends, she said it 5 more times. That's 6. Like, the movie fucked up. The movie fucked up. They could have acknowledged that, but they didn't. They fucked up. But yo. And then they start killing the girl and everything like that. It had nothing to do with the rest of the movie and shit. It was just a white girl killing scene. It was like a black girl director wanted to kill a bunch of white girls in her horror movie, and she got it done. I was like, this has nothing to do with the fucking movie though. And then there was a black girl who was innocent in the whole shit. Now it had nothing. I wouldn't have a problem with it if it didn't have nothing to do with the fucking movie. I swear to God. Oh my bad. The stupid little police or a TV news report just happened to say, well, there's a connection with the prior murders at the art gallery because the killer wrote "Say my name" on the mirror, the same as the name of the exhibit for the artist whose art it was killed in front of. It was just, I was like, oh, weak little connection, very weak little connection. Like Jordan Peele, I do understand you want to thumb your nose in the face of white people, but it's a little too obvious, dude. Like that, it was just out of place. It was just out of place. Although I will say this, because I vocally expressed this while watching, I was like, oh, that's dope. Yaya, aka Anthony, the character Anthony, his art exhibit was very dope because it was a callback to the original movie with the mirrors in the bathroom connecting the different rooms in the Cabrini Green projects. That was dope because you opened up the mirror in the art exhibit and it revealed a kind of an inner room of his actual art. And I thought that was pretty fucking dope. I thought that was a little dope touch, you know, that Nia DaCosta put in the movie, and I was like, good props and ode to the first movie. This movie is a great ode to the first movie. It just doesn't compare. It's squeamish about showing the horror and the killing. It wants to do it off camera, off frame a little bit and shit. And I'm like, no, show me that shit. Show me, don't tell me. Don't let me hear it. Show it to me. And I just didn't like the little bullshit Tony Todd cameo at the end. That wasn't deserving enough. He should have had more. He should have more of a presence in this fucking movie. It's your boy Neek, me in the movies, and we just checked out the Reflection Eternal exhibit here at the Barbara and Art Culver Center for the Arts here in Riverside, California. Yeah, and catch y'all next time, next flick. Right? Fuck out of here. Candyman. 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 Cannot say it anymore. Sorry.